Right, so it's the beginning of January. We'll know what it's like outside with ice and frost and snow and not being able to fish any still water because it's frozen solid. So I thought I'd do a little video rounding up 2009 and the targets I set myself for 2009. I set myself 5 targets altogether. It was, to land a bream over land a carp over £25, land a bream over £6, doubling my previous PB because I hadn't really fished for bream. The third one was to get a perch over £3.5 or £3 8 ounces. Fourth one was to actually bank a catfish. And the fifth one, which is more of like an ego trip for me, was to try and get my blog mentioned in some kind of angling publication. So as I go through them, the first one, the £25 carp, was I was hoping to get one in the UK, to be honest. I was fishing waters which I knew the carp pushed 25, if not a bit more, and well, I just didn't really have any success in the UK. I had like a wild card for that sort of target where we booked 5 days in France, me and Steve, and it was quite a hard 5 days. I landed 4 fish over the 5 days. I remember the lake owner telling us that there was the lake only had very few double figure fish or single figure fish. If we hooked anything, 90% chance it would be over 20, so it was sort of like confidence booster the day we turned up. And if we didn't catch anything the first day, but the second day then, yeah, I had a carp of £16, so it sort of blew the argument out with the lake owner that it's very likely that any fish I caught would be over £20 when the first one was 16. But then I had another run that night and I had a £21 mirror straight after, so I sort of kept going. I landed another 2 fish during the end of the week. One was £28 8, so that did achieve the target. And then I set myself a second BB of 28.12 the next morning, early hours of the morning, and that made the holiday really. And I achieved the target. My biggest fish in the UK, I didn't really get anywhere near £25. I had an £18 11 ghost carp, which is personal best ghost carp. And I'm still pretty pleased with that actually, because it was a nice fish. Fought like hell as well, so that was an achievement in itself. With the target 2, the bream one, £6 bream, I think previously before I'd when coarse fishing I had one about £3.2 or something like that, so I just wanted to go £6, double it. That would be an achievement in itself. And well, the first bream I actually managed to land when I was actually going for the big bream was £9 1 ounces. So that was the first fish achieved the target. And it did fight. Usually people say that bream, no matter what size, they just fight like a carrier bag, wet carrier bag. This one didn't. I actually thought I had a carp on. I thought I had a small carp, not a very big carp, but it was fighting, and it didn't really flop on its side and give up until it was close to the net anyway. So I was quite happy and surprised that I'd actually caught a bream. The 2 weeks following after then, I went fishing. I carried on I wanted to sort of prove to myself more than anything, because the first bream I'd hooked with, I'd set the target. I wanted to prove that it wasn't a fluke, so I carried on fishing for bream, using methods for bream and carp. And I took a second PB bream. I hooked one and landed a £10. It's £10 13. So that took it over double figures for a new PB. And then about a month later I went fishing on the same lake, and I hooked 2 bream that day, and the biggest was £10 14 ounces, so that nearly £11, another double figure, another PB. So going for the bream, I was quite pleased with that target. I've well and truly achieved that one. I nearly doubled the target I was going for. So yeah, that was achieved. So that's 2 achieved. The third one, the perch, anyone watching the other videos, they'll know that I haven't actually achieved that one. Biggest one I managed to get was £3 2 ounces, which in itself is an achievement. It set myself a new PB with the £3.2. Also, I did manage to land quite a few £2 plus perch, which are all specimen perch. So I'm pretty happy with that. The way things worked out there, the way I was going fishing for perch, targeting perch, and I was catching them. So that's not like me. So I quite happy with that one, even though I didn't achieve the target of £3.8 ounces or £3.5. I'm still quite happy with the progress I made there. The fourth one was to actually land a catfish. I've been fishing for catfish once before, and I missed when I slept through a drop back bite. When I woke up in the morning, the bobbin was on the floor, and when I reeled in, whatever had picked it up had chewed through the braid hook link. It was just frayed, nothing, hook had gone, everything like that. So I had, in theory, in the past, I have had a chance at actually banking a catfish. But this year, I didn't actually go anywhere where there was any catfish in the waters. Well, I went up to one place, but I fished for carp. So I really haven't tried for catfish, I haven't fished for catfish, so I think that one will have to roll over to next year as a target, because I can't really achieve or fail if I don't even actually go for it. The fifth target was to get my blog mentioned in angling publication, any angling publication. And to be honest, I don't buy any angling publications, so even if I did get a mention in them without anybody telling me, I wouldn't have known. So I don't know, I might have had some mention in some sort of really tiny writing in the bottom right hand corner somewhere. I wouldn't know. I know that I got mentioned in the local paper on the fishing section a couple of times, so I'm quite happy with that. And so I'm not going to say I'm going to achieve or fail that one. So out of the 5 targets, there's 2 that I really wouldn't class as pass or fail, because they were like unachievable in a way, because it's unachievable if I don't go fishing for them, unachievable because I don't read enough angling publications to actually get mentioned, or I didn't nag anyway. I know that. The 2 I did set, the 2 I did achieve, yeah, the £28 and the bream. Yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself another handful of targets for 2010. I know that I'm not going to France this year, so what I'm going to do is roll over the 2009 target for the £25 carp. I'm going to hopefully, or aim to bank a £25 carp in the UK. To be honest, I haven't hooked I haven't landed a carp over £20 in the UK, so that would be a real achievement for me. But what I'm going to set myself a goal of £25. I'm going to go the whole hog and see if I can get that. The second target I'm going to go for is probably the catfish again. I'm going to make an exception and go to waters that actually got catfish in it this year, so give that a try. Third target, I'm going to have a look at tench. I think my previous PB was about £3, and I know pushing higher than that is quite hard with tench, and I'm going to go for a £4 tench. I think that's going to set me a reasonable, achievable target. I don't know, because there's lots of things going to be happening in my life this year. I know that my life's going to suddenly change drastically in June, and I don't know if I'll be able to get out fishing that much, if at all. Yeah, what I would like to see is, I know there's a lot of other people on YouTube with cameras, with mobile phones. If they could film themselves a little rundown of what they truly achieved in 2009 and what they hope to achieve in 2010, fishing wise, I think, yeah, I'd like to see people making a video, filming it, posting it, and adding it as a reply to my video. It gave me some food for thought of what I will want to achieve in 2010. So that's going to be my roundup for now, and I'll see you when I'm next on the bank.